and welcome back to Meet the Asanas. My name is Katie, and today we're going to be actually looking at two poses, cat, cow. So this is a great spinal stretch, strengthening, and um, releasing of tension within the spine. I recommend doing this every morning. It's a really great way to encourage uh, flexibility of the spine and overall spinal health. So, spinal health is so important. Your spine, this is your major nerve center. This is where your brain sends all of the information through your whole body. And we can also think of the spine as our main energetic channel. So in yoga, we call this the Sushumna Nadi. This is our main energy channel. So very important for our physical health, for our energetic health. So let's take a look at how to do cat-cow. So we're going to start from hands and knees. So placing the hands underneath the shoulders and the knees underneath the hips. And also about the width of your shoulders and the width of your hips. You can keep your toes tucked if you like. I personally, that doesn't feel so good on my knees. If even this is uncomfortable for your knees, you can grab a blanket, kneel on a blanket, or you can just roll up your mat to pad your knees a little bit more. That feels good. So, hands underneath the shoulders, fingers spread wide. We want a nice wide foundation, knees underneath the hips. So we're going to start from a straight spine, long line of energy from the crown of the head out through the tailbone. And on our inhale, we're going to press into the hands, tilting the chest, tilting the pelvis, looking up, sinking the belly, and exhale, pushing up again through the hands, feeling the energy of the floor kind of coming up and rounding the spine, dropping the head and tucking the tailbone. Good. So our inhale, this is our cow pose, tilting the pelvis, opening the chest, lifting the gaze, and exhale, rounding the spine. So imagine as if there's a string kind of tied here and pulling up, tucking the tailbone, dropping the head on the exhaling fully. And doing this for as many rounds as feels good for you, really. I suggest closing the eyes to really kind of go inward and feel into the body. And scanning the body for wherever you need to release tension. Inhale and exhale fully, completely, and inhale back to neutral spine and coming back to seated. Okay, so I do this every morning. It's really great to open up the spine, especially first thing in the morning, but if you're ever feeling spinal tension, do a couple cat-cows. It's really helpful. And I'll show you one other thing. If you don't want to get on hands and knees, you can kind of create this same spinal flex in a seated position. So you can come to a comfortable seat, comfortable cross-legged position is the easiest, and kind of grabbing onto the ankles. And then I'll turn to the side so you can see. So starting with a straight spine, and then we're going to use our inhale to kind of tilt forward, opening the chest, expanding the chest forward. And then the exhale is going to be the rounding, tucking the tailbone, dropping the head. And then you can kind of pull against your your shins or your ankles to really round into the spine. Inhale as you arch and exhale as you round. And really letting the breath move your body through these motions. That's really the most important thing, is the breath throughout this motion. So, especially when you're working with the spine, keeping so much focus on the breath and not pushing yourself too much, because our spine is so important. So we want to protect it at all times. So that is cat-cow, and such a wonderful way to keep the spine healthy. So thank you for joining me, and join me next week for another asana. I'll see you back on the mat. Bye.